So here we are, guys, at the Horwich Works industrial estate. We've just come, as you can see where the cars are, just that's the bridge which I showed you, so we've just come out there, and this is where the Loco Works area were. So we're going to go and have a little explore in a minute. So yeah, we're just walking down now. Majority of this has obviously been redeveloped and it's now become a housing estate area, which is a bit of a shame really. But this looks like one of the old buildings. I've got us some more information in a minute in regards to it all. They're quite substantial, this area as well, with the Loco Works. They built many different engines here. Let's have a look at this plaque up here, which is attached to that building which I'm just on, and there we go. So yeah, just looking at that plaque, like obviously it said it closed in 1983. So when you think, like, we're in 2024 now, it's like, so that's what, 41 years ago? If my maths are right. I've never been strong at maths, by the way. But if my maths are right, it's about 41 years ago. It's crazy to think that, you know, 40 odd years ago they were building steam locomotives there and stuff like that. We've just been walking down and we reckon that could potentially be a water tower. Just thinking with some metal on top. Obviously, I'll try and get some further information on it as well and get some pictures. But if anyone knows of anything different, let us know in the comments. Looks like they've been demolishing part of this. Shame really. But look at that over there. More of the Loco Works. Now we're going to see whether we can maybe get down that way somehow, because it would be really nice to try and explore down there. Yeah, so we're going to see whether we can get around some way, just to try and get on there and get a closer look at these buildings. Well, it's so nice to see them still there. Whether they're going to demolition them, obviously for housing, well, probably will. You know, it's meant to be affordable. Doubt it. Nice to see they've still made a nod to the railway. It's going to be called Railway Road. Like I say, it's all affordable housing and stuff like that. You know, this would have been a very vast area at the time, because obviously the Loco Works were producing so many steam locomotives. Yep, so there we go. It's currently called Bolton Quarter Phase 2. Which, you know, would you rather have housings like this, or would you rather just have the old locals? Look at that over there. Amazing. I don't know whether we can get down there or not. From looking on the map, I think that might be becoming like a community centre area, which will be quite nice if it does, I suppose. Like I say, it was a vast area, and just look at this. You know, this is how long and how big the area must have been. So you can imagine all the track work which would have been around here, and the buildings. So Horwich Works was obviously railway works built in 1886 by the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. It actually moved from its original works at Mouse Platting in Manchester. To give you an idea of the size, the Horwich Works was built on 142 hectares, which is 350 acres roughly, of land, which was brought in 1884 for 36,000. Rivington House, which we passed further up, was the first of several workshops, and that was 106.7 metres, which is 350 foot long by 16.8 metres, 55 foot wide, and opened in February 1882. And that was that building over there. The long brick-built workshops had full height arched windows and were separated by tram and rail tracks. Work to construct the three bays that began in March 1885, and inside there was actually 20 overhead cranes, and this is brilliant. We can get down here now, guys, so we can have a little look. There's a security officer. I don't know whether there's anyone in it, don't look like it, but you know, you can't stop us really from just having a look. Look at that. So you can imagine how vast this area would have been. As you can see, they're just building the new houses here. Just to put into context some of it as well here, an 18-inch 460mm gauge railway with approximately 7.5 miles of track was built to carry materials around the work complex. It was modelled on a similar system as crew work, so you can imagine 7.5 miles of track. You know, it's all gone. Like I said, the old buildings are gone. That one over there, you know, was the very first one to be built. To move stuff around the site, they had two all-4 tank locomotives, which would haul stuff around the site for them. And basically, they started off with the 2, and then they added 6 more at regular intervals in between the time it opened to 1901. Those same locomotives from 1930 were gradually withdrawn from service. The last Wren was withdrawn in 1961 and was originally re-renovated and placed on display in the erecting shop. It's now preserved at the National Railway Museum. The first locomotive built at the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Horwich site in 1889 was a 242 tank engine designed by John Aspinall. The locomotive was Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway 1008 and is now preserved at the National Railway Museum. By 1899, a further 677 locomotives had been built and another 220 under Henry Hoyle. Between 1891 and 1900, 230 0606 tender engines designed by Barton Wright was rebuilt as 06 or ST saddle tanks, Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class F16. In 1899, the Aspinall design Atlantic 442 express passenger locomotive was introduced, and 40 had been completed in 1902. Horwich Works produced its 1000th engine in 1907, and that was a 4-cylinder compound 080. After nationalisation in 1948, locomotive construction at Horwich continued at a high level for 10 years. During 1948, 20 LMS Class 4 tender engines were completed, 27 followed in 1949, with 24 in 1951, followed by a single locomotive in 1952. The site was obviously taken over by British Railways, which I believe was the London Midland region. They continued to overhaul steam engines for several more years. The last steam locomotive, an 8F, was dispatched after a overhaul on the 4th of May 1964. In October 1969, it became part of the British Rail Engineering Limited. Horwich continued in use as a works for other rolling stock up until its closure in December 1983. The workforce actually reduced from 1,400 to 300. The site was actually sold by British Rail Engineering Limited to the Parkfield Group in 1988, and the rail connection to the works was removed in 1989. As you can see now, the site is actually an industrial estate and also the housing development as well, and some of the buildings are still in use. Still wonder whether that were a water tower. Just with the metal up on top and everything, you know, could have thought fire exit door there. And you can see, let me just see if I can zoom in. On that door there is actually a railway sign, a BR one. I don't know whether you can make that out. But yeah, there we were, just over there. We was going to try and walk down there, but we didn't know whether security was in the lodge and if they were, what they're like and stuff. So it would have been quite nice to have got around the other side and everything as well. So that's where we came out, and the Loco Works were just over that way, over there. Just coming up to that bridge which we showed you before. As you can see now, there's a housing development here. So there'd be no way of getting, like I say, to the other side either. We're all fenced off. Yeah, so you'd come under that bridge there, and as you can see, it's your storage area. And the line would have gone down that way, and it would have connected to the Bolton and Preston line, which was the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. And we just turned back across. That's where the station would have been up there. Hi guys, yeah, so that is the story basically of the Horwich railway station and the Loco Works. We are going to go and explore further around here. If you did like the video, please click like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell if you wish to be kept updated on further videos. Please give our Facebook page a like as well. We're on Instagram, X as it's known now, not Twitter. Yeah, but if you can think of anywhere where we should go, please let us know. We're open to suggestions, and yeah, like I say, we just want to explore more of the history. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye.